What's up, y'all? This OG Weasel Urban Conversion, and I'm back again. I did a little short the other day about a riot being stopped in West Virginia. My man hit me up and said, OG, I want to hear that story. So here you go. Leaving USP Hazleton, I make it down to a FCI in Gilmer, West Virginia. And when I get there, on all the lower levels of the tiers in the units was filled with paisas, and they could never come out. So as a year or so passed, they were still in here. And when I had got there, I was wondering why was all these Mexicans in the bottom tiers. What had happened was the Mexicans, the Paisas, got into it with the Sureños and the Tongo Blacks. They wouldn't let other Mexicans walk on the yard, and they had a big thing. So they locked a lot of the Paisas up, a lot of them, and then they started reconstructing, letting a few Paisas stay out on the compound when they came from a transfer or something like that. They let some Tongo Blasts come to the compound because I was in Beaumont with a Tongo Blast. We called him Waco, and he had made it there. Then we had another homeboy, another Tongo Blast dude that I was in Beaumont with. I forgot his name, but he had made it there. And we all used to play handball because we shortly got there. Like Waco was there first. I came. Other couple Texas Mexican came, and we used to always play handball. Then we got the GDs there, gang of GDs, vice lords from Chicago, and predominantly the whole yard is DC. So now, everything cool on the compound and all of this, but something going on in the courts that they cannot keep the Mexicans on lockdown any longer, so they gonna have to let them up. So in negotiations of letting them up out of the lockdown that they had been on for about a year or two, they let them out. Shortly after they let them out, this is the issue that they gonna have because they getting out. They had lost all positions in the prison system. So letting them back out, the Paisas gonna want some form of positioning around the jails, the jobs, the kitchen, the traveling of the onions, bell peppers, and even having access to a guard that might want to do something, and they befriend, or they just trying to get in position. So as they let them out, they hadn't been out that long. An issue with the DC car and the Mexicans happened on the yard. About one of them, DC dude, on one of the Mexicans some stamps. The DC dude beat up the Paisa and all of that, beat him up. And now it's about to go up because everybody talking about this issues and situation that had happened on the rec yard. Now these Mexicans just been up just shortly out of the lockdown. A situation arose just that fast. I remember me and my Mexican partner, Jerry. Jerry was a paisa from Mexico, well, out of California, but he was getting deported after doing 25 years in federal prison. He was well respected with the paisas and the blacks. So I was well respected with the Mexicans and the blacks. Me and Jerry would always walk the yard, talk about different things, after life, meeting each other families. So we had a good rapport. I vivid I vividly remember standing on the walkway with Jamal Sampson. We call him Maul out of DC. Maul had like 65 years, 65, 85 years. Then we had Big Bub, DC, well respected dude, bald head, slim. And then we had Ches from DC, little short Ches. Rest in peace, Ches. I think Ches lost his life after prison with a situation or whatever. I had got word of, and shout out to his family, Ches, and shout out to the whole DC family. I remember standing on that walkway, man, and me, Jerry, Maul, Bub, us four was in the negotiations of not make happening having this riot behind the little situation. But I was so scared at this time. Jerry was so scared. You have to have some form of fear in this situation because you know at this point, at these conversations that we having, now we got 3,500 people on this compound, 3,000 at the most, 35 to 3,000, maybe 4,000. These prisons are overpacked. They are overpacked. So just imagine the DC court being the deepest on this compound. But the Mexicans are deep as well. They got us in the mountains in West Virginia in a crater. In a crater, in on top of a mountain, inside of in the crater of the mountain. And that's where the prison sit. So after intense negotiations, man, I'm talking about this close. I'm talking about you got the DC dudes, the younger ones. I I remember like it was yesterday. I was like, damn, you got the younger dudes, DC dudes. We don't give a fuck. Ain't no motherfucking no shot caller. They talking about their own homeboys. I don't give a fuck. I don't know why the fuck they talking. Fuck them. Fuck them, nigga. And I'm listening to this shit and I'm like, damn, these little young motherfuckers finna kick this shit off and ain't nobody exempt from getting killed. They got state charges. The mentality DC have, they it's just like the state against the feds. But they got the state mentality, but they in the feds. And they don't give no fucks, y'all. I remember these young dudes walking around us, the DC dudes, and Maul and Bub them and Ches them like, man, go on, chill out, man. I remember them saying, man, y'all chill out. And a few of them, I was like, man, y'all, man. And they so used to seeing me with a selective group of guys from DC, um, I will always get the head nod, what's up, St. Louis, what's up, homie, what's up? Because we got along. We got along good. We had the DC call, we got the Virginia call, we got the Baltimore dudes here. We got the Philly, Jersey dudes here, little Jersey, but we got Philly boys here. So man, it's about to go up, man. And I'm talking about the East Coast mentality, man. Man, I thank God that I made it home out of that situation there, man. And we calmed the situation down, man. And I was thankful that Jerry was able to make it home after doing 25 years. Um, Me making it home after having 30 years. a 30-year sentence. I did 20 years on a 30-year sentence, and I got clemency from the president, and I'm home today doing a transition right now. So I just wanted to drop this little story in on y'all, man, and just tell y'all I'm back, man. This OG Weasel Urban Conversion, and y'all let me know, man. Would y'all think there would have been a lot of casualties? Would y'all think it was gonna be a lot of casualties in that riot if that riot went down in West Virginia and Gilmer? Y'all let me know in the comments, man. If y'all want to hear some more of these stories like this, man, stay tuned. Hit me up in the comments and let me know what y'all want to talk about. I tell y'all every story that went on in prison, federal prison, every story, and they get gruesome, y'all. This OG Weasel Urban Conversion, and thank y'all for tuning in. Peace.